is now June, which means at school, we are probably doing a lot of tests. And what is the best way to relieve stress from tests? A leisure centre. I'm talking spas, I'm talking swimming pools, I'm talking nail salons, and all in one leisurely be the what?
Have you ever had a dream that you would
all in one leisurable building. We'll name the plot Luxurious Leathery Leisure. Beep, beep, beep. So on screen now is my inspiration picture. As you can see, this place is gonna be massive. And I'm really quite scared to be doing like these cool patterns on the front. So we're most certainly gonna have to go into basic shapes here. And I think the horizontal wedge is probs gonna help us out the most here. We're gonna whack this up. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much I love building with basic shapes. But if we flip these, it's like the Macarena. Slide to the left. Take it up now, y'all. And underneath, I'm putting these squares so it don't look like it's just poking out of nowhere. And to save myself a little bit of time, for the top one, I'm not going to do a basic shape. I'm actually going to do a roof. That looks amazing. Shall we just do like a thinner one for this part? It looks like we are going to have to do it custom, but that's all right. Wow, this is a beautiful exterior. And then the one last thing I'm going to do with basic shapes is like a cool pattern here. So I really don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm kind of scared, to be honest.
Oh, shiver my timbers.
But I was thinking maybe we could make a pattern like this. Wait, I think that's actually going to look really cool. We'll make it the color, which is shingles. And I'm sorry, I can't get over it. Shingles is a bum disease. And then the rest is undoubtedly, I don't like linen, but I feel like we might use it here. And here we have it. Is this a look? I feel like this looks really weird. I think it might be the texture though. Let's change it to this. Oh, look at those dollar signs. That's what I like to see, people. Oh my gosh, is that not stunning? Next step is Mrs. Pillar.
Mrs. Pillar?
What? Right, I feel like to convince you guys this looks good, we're gonna need to put some windows in. And of course, I'm using the commercial windows. Duh. This is my favorite window ever. Yes, I have a favorite window. Guys, who doesn't? Okay, maybe a lot of people don't, but I do. And shall we make them black or white? I feel like I kind of like white. And the best part is it matches the commercial door. So shall we have this or shall we have a revolving door? I feel like we've got to have a revolving door. Like, let's make this the Ritz, guys. And oh my gosh, you know how I always talk about the Ritz, guys? I went there the other day for my birthday. Look at their food. It was the most delicious thing ever. So now I can actually say this is the Ritz. And then in our picture, there's like a playground outside. I think that's such a cool idea because not only is it then going to be like a leisure for the adults inside, you can just like throw your kids inside when you go get your spa treatment. Be like, see ya, Johnny. And this looks a little bit cyborgish at the moment, but we move. What fence is giving you want to get pampered? I kind of feel like this one is. Excuse me. Don't be placement failing me. That's what I say to my teachers. Don't be failing me. And oh my gosh, I got such a sweet comment on my last video. I feel like I just need to put in this one. They were like, Reese's, do not stress about your exams. Like, don't be sorry. But like you guys say, exams will be over soon. It's going to be amazing. Right here's my car park. It might be just the smallest car park you've ever seen. And we're going to be using these hazard lines just to make it a little bit more equals pequals. I don't know where all my cars are. I've literally lost them all. I reckon it's on this plot, you know. Oh my gosh, found some. Right, we're taking these.
Gimme.
So I'm just outlining these because I feel like it does look better when you have like, do you know what I mean? That's without and this is with. It's just like a little bit more poignant, might be the word. I don't know. I ain't no dictionary. Next up, we'll go in and you might be wondering, Reese's, why are you putting a carpet outside? Have you had a mental breakdown? Yes. I'm joking. No, this is basically going to be our stepping stone. As for the greenery, we're definitely going to be adding some bougie rose bushes. And with Bloxburg, is it just me like who finds it hard to like barrier off the front of their build? I don't want to put fences along the front. I feel like it sort of ruins it a little bit, but then I don't know what to put. The final little treat that we need to put out here is the playground, whatever it's called. So I think the restaurant, or what are they called? Outdoor perforated metal table. And let's just hope no one goes on the slide because otherwise you just won't exist anymore. And is it just me who kind of likes the default color of these tables? Like, I think I might leave them as red. And in what world is a kite $600? What is this? Made of diamonds? And I know I said that was the last thing. I always do this. But there's a couple more things I want to add out here. I'm going to add a bike rack. I don't know why. I've never done this before. And then over on this side, we'll have a couple of benches. And here we have it, guys. This is the first look at the outside of my, I was going to call it a gym then, a leisure center. But we can also have a gym in here as well. With that on the mind, let's decide the layout. So I do want quite a grand open entryway with like a cool reception, like a big light. I think I also want to put like the elevator here. And now I'm coming to think of it, we might have to do stairs, guys. We might have to do stairs. This is not me being a cheapskate, okay?
Criminal offensive Side-eye.
But this is all that fits. Back downstairs then, this can be the toilets or something. And then I think the swimming pool should also be 2 stories. That is going to be this room here. Then I think this here should be the gym. And then upstairs here is going to be the spa and the nail bit. Kind of like Dress to Impress. Now, I am aware you're going to have to be one skinny legend when you get up here. Do you know what? I have just realized I can put an elevator after all.
Yay!
Definitely, this is good.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
So, shall we start off with the entryway? I feel like I don't do this enough. I also don't ever add lights first. A lot of you guys have been pointing that out in the comments as well. Like, Reese's, you're always building in the dark. Like, why do you add lights last? And I feel like I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of my Flint era. For the wall trims then, again, it's been a hot minute since I've done like a quarter wall trim. Now, I will be using the commercial glass doors I had to let go of earlier. And the best part is it matches the commercial door. I mean, we probably shouldn't have glass doors going into the toilets. And already, this is just giving like so clean, so fresh. I'm loving it. I was just going to add a basic pillar here, but then I remembered I'm true Reese's and I'm epic. So we're actually going to add a structural beam and then one of these. That is cool. Wow. Now, if you are like an OG of the channel, then you might remember when I used to build with these all the time. Basically, I like to drip them like chocolate, which sounds like a weird rap or something. Drip me like chocolate, smother me in sauce. Oh my gosh, and that now has given this like an epic, unique look. Quite a big counter, although I don't want it to be like too in your face. Please don't glitch. Why? Do you know what? No, we can cover this up, guys. We can fix this. We can put a fruit bowl here. They always have free fruit at these kinds of places. And we are going to add a cash register because these places are probably going to rinse you for everything you're worth.
Another one, thank you.
Now, I know what you guys are going to say when I place these. Reese's, did you just wake up in 2018? Why are you placing them? These are just super giving leisure center for me. And then for my chairs, I think I might do my hand chairs. When I was in Grand Canaria, there was a spa there. They literally had hand chairs. But there we go. That is our entryway. I'm obsessed with it. Next up, I think I want to do the gym because we all need our summer bods. I'm joking, guys. Go do what you want. Just live your best life. Every single wall is a window in here that can be anyway. Like, does this look good or does this look mental chicken oriental? I mean, we can always change it in a second. The wall trims are going to be a bit weird because when they're like this, you've just got to literally click and hope for the best.
Please, Lord.
Oh, do you know what, Reese's? What might be easier? Just move the window and put it back. One of my biggest sadnesses in Bloxburg is that I have not yet unlocked these. Do you think I have time to be sitting at the gym for 2 hours in Bloxburg? So we'll have our weight benches over here anyway, and then our weights as well, because otherwise what you're gonna lift. And I think over here should be our Zen area. So we're actually gonna make almost a division. Well, I don't know why I'm saying almost, it is a division. And again, I think I might just use these awesome things. That is just so cute. So it's gonna be like the yoga classes, which, you know, I feel like every film that's ever existed has had a yoga class scene. Do you know what I mean? On the end of each one, we'll have our yoga mats, and geez. And wow, the Bloxburg devs really said yellow when they were making that up. And then rather than having mirrors on the wall, it's about letting go of your vainness, guys. You can't be looking in the mirror all the time. I'd fail this class then because I'm constantly looking in the mirror. Why are you so vain, always looking in your camera? I'm like, Dad, do you want me to have food on my face? Do you want to be seen with someone with food on their face? And honestly, I think that looks kind of like epic. And oh my gosh, I forgot to color all of this. What am I even on today? And just in this middle bit here, I think I might actually add like a little island. Not because we're suddenly building a kitchen or anything, but I thought like we could maybe add a bevy fridge in here. And no matter what build it is, I always like to add some of these. And this is my perfect little gym. So we're about halfway through now. I think we should do the pool room next, just before we go up to do the spa, mainly because this is going to be so super easy. For the windows then, I'm kind of feeling the urge to use these, and I do think that looks amazing. For the chandeliers, I'm pretty sure we can probs just get away with using the same ones. And for the pool, I'm going to make it sort of a staggered pattern, which sounds a lot more complicated than it really is, because normally they have the shallow end, which is for like the babies, then they'll have the medium length, and then they'll have the deep end. And I'm sorry, it was the cool kids who went in the deep end, guys. We're going to make the water really blue, and I'm actually so dumb. I used to think that coloring the pools like actually colored the water, but it colors like all of the stuff around it. And wait, we actually have pool lamps anyway. What is wrong with me? And we're going to add loads of floaties in here because I'm sorry, they used to have so many. It would actually kind of annoy me how many were in the pool.
I'm claustrophobic, Darren! They don't get it! I'm claustrophobic!
Now, I've added some more of these tile things. I cannot get over how adorable these look. Oh, baby, I love these. So then we must have a lifeguard tower in here somewhere, which I thought was in chairs, but it might not be. I guess while we're in here, we can add some beach chairs. And I'm also going to add lockers for all the bougie mums to like lock their MacBooks in. And there we go. I actually think that is such a sick looking pool. Oh my gosh, so all we have left to do is the toilets and the spa. So toilets are super easy. If you didn't know, a toilet is where you go if you feel the need, like it's sort of a rushy feeling. I'm joking. We all know what toilets are. I think what I'm going to do here is make this like an accessibility toilet. And you know that red rope or like the red string that is in accessible toilets? I've always been so scared to like pull that on accident because like, what does it do? I think it like sets an alarm off or something. Is it just me who's always had that fear of like accidentally pressing that? Anyway, we'll place that up on there and we'll grab potted plants and all the kinds of like bougie things that they have in these types of toilets. And I've just realized I forgot to put my lifeguard tower in. Like, what if someone drowns? Oh my gosh, it's so big. I was about to say we're done, but I haven't added any toilet roll, and that is the worst feeling ever. I do not poo in public anyway, but imagine like realizing that there's no toilet paper and you're in public like that. What would you actually do? Beautiful stuff. So the final room is up here. It is my spa. So also we can't really neglect this waiting room. I'm just gonna put some hands in here. Oh my gosh, that looks like really creepy feet. So now we're in my spa. What is this?
What is that?
Excuse me, lifeguard. I know you're saving lives, but don't be breaking in my spa. This is a good idea, having like them in the middle and then the mirrors go up and then like a loungy bit. Okay, so I think we will have, I think the waiting bit will be over here as you walk in and then the actual spa bit will run through the middle here. And we can borrow this and oh God's sake, I don't want any of this in here. And it's gonna stick out quite far, but that's fine. And we'll add my mirrors. I love that you guys call them that. For our chairs then, what one's giving like, oh, I feel like this is actually, I really don't like this chair, but it does kind of give salon vibes. Jeez, you're gonna be very close to like the people next to you in here. You can just give them a massage yourself. I just put mirrors here, but I've actually changed my mind. I think I'd kind of want a waterfall. Along this back wall, I was feeling like we could add like a clothes rail. And the reason I'm adding these industrial ones is because you can kind of like see through them into the window. That actually looks kind of cool. Anyway, white and black is so nice together. It's giving Chanel. For this part here then, normally I'd probably add a roof if I wanted a raised platform, but today I'm gonna use basic shapes because I don't really want it to be poking through and all that. I'm really just being so rogue with this today, but it's nice to be rogue sometimes. With this lamp, which is literally brighter than the Earth's crust. And finally in here, we've got to add the classic Bloxburg salon machine. Unless you're new to Bloxburg or living under a rock, everyone would have seen these. Back in the day, this was the way to make spas, and honestly, it still is because they haven't added spa chairs yet. But that concludes the building of my leisure centre. So, Reese's Cups, here we are outside. You have already seen it. This plot, though, values at 500.
Well, hold on that. Hold on.
400 even. $439,000. And is it just me, or have they changed this font? So on the outside, there's not too much to look at, to be honest. I mean, that is in some ways a lie. We have got this gorgeous entryway. I mean, the lights do look a little bit weird from the front, but it's fine. We got our minuscule car park here, and just so many rose bushes. Like, it's almost like it was a challenge. How many could I place? And then we've got our bike hire as well. So I want to ride a bicycle. But anyway, I know what you all want. You all want to go inside. And as we're being pushed through this, just look one more time. Oh, and this is the logo, by the way. It's called the Leisure Centre, which I thought was a pretty genius name. But this is the reception room where you're going to be checked in. Ignore the glitching. But yeah, so I feel like the person who works here is called Barbara and Kirsty and Catherine. And they're like, hey, babe, welcome to your manicure. But yeah, I actually really like this. It's simple but effective, which I say about a lot of things, but it's very much true here. Since the toilet's right here, we may as well look at this. And I do like the hurricane grey lighting, actually. You can't use a hand dryer. That is a scam. What the hell? Through this side is the pool, which I feel like is going to be one of the most popular parts of this leisure centre. And probably the only part where the kids can actually come because, you know, we don't want to disturb the moms. It's a very, very big pool. And I think it was a good idea to make it 2 stories because pools are obviously normally outside. So if you have them inside, you've got to give that airy, roofy look. That's my top tip when building a pool inside. And then our lockers and our lifeguard tower. Let me sit on here. I'm king of the castle up here, guys.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
Okay, well, apparently we're not even allowed in my own gym today. Sometimes what you have to do is actually just replace the commercial doors themselves. Sometimes it doesn't like when you copy and pasted them. Anyway, there we go. We can now get into my gym and actually the Zen spa bit. So technically we've got 2 spas. And then if you're feeling like you want to go on a big run, we have this here. Woohoo! As we take this orange juice, we can get into my elevator and we can go up to the second floor. And oh my gosh, appreciate the views as well. Look, it's Bloxburg town, guys. We love it. In here is the little waiting room. And finally, this spa room. So this is a very interesting looking room because of course we have the waiting area here. We have the spa bit here. So if I had any friends, they could come in here. I'm joking, guys. I do have friends. I promise you. We have our waterfall, our beautiful views, and our makeup chairs. So that was me building my leisure. That was me building my leisure center. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you all next time.